What is up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to Weather Express. Today we are going to be going over a pretty big winter storm to start out next week. And before we get started, though, I do ask that you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so that you get notified when I upload a new video or go live, because I do plan on streaming some winter storms, like covering them as we get further on. Probably gonna start that around November. And I do also ask that you guys look to your local National Weather Service office for accurate information, because I do expect the models to change after I upload this video. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So here we have the GFS model, and this is the precipitation type. As you can see, we're going to move on to the 11th. As you can see, we are starting to get some snow showers forming in Iowa and portions of western Montana, and that's going to keep pushing east, and it's just going to grow into a more dominant snowstorm and organized snowstorm as it gets through Montana and heading towards the Dakotas. But you can see that is strong. And as we keep pushing onto the 13th, it's just gonna keep spreading snowfall before it just. But that's just one model right there. We also have the Euromodel, which is also agreeing with this. Alright, so here we have the Euromodel. This has a lot of things in common with the GFS. The only thing that's really different is the Euromodel seems to compact this storm. Timing is about similar, but as you can see, compared to GFS model, this is a lot more compact, and it really prevents a lot of Montana from getting it. It really saves the heaviest snowfall for Wyoming, which I find really interesting. I feel like Montana will see some pretty heavy totals. I think that it should shift a little bit north. But as you keep going forward, it really just sits there, which kind of surprises me. So that part of Wyoming right there, according to the Euromodel, is just going to get a lot of heavy totals, I think. And we're going to be looking at those snowfall totals in a couple of minutes. I just want to look at one more model. Alright, and I just wanted to show this model icon because I just want to show you how much uncertainty there still is in this forecast. We do, as I go through the time, the icon is really more widespread, but also has a more mixier solution than the other. It does agree that it's gonna stall for a little bit over Wyoming, but there's really not much agreement between any of the models other than the fact that there is going to be a storm. I'm pretty sure that's almost likely by now. But I just wanted to show you guys this just to show that you shouldn't have too much confidence in one model yet, as none of them are basically agreeing with each other yet. We still have a bit of time to go before this is actually supposed to impact anyone. This isn't supposed to impact till the 12th, so I just keep an eye on the models as we get closer, and they should start coming into agreements. Alright, now moving on, I'm going to show you the snowfall forecast on all the models, that the GFS and the Euromodel, but I'm also going to show the Canadian model one because it has a pretty interesting solution itself. But as you can see, Wyoming seems to be getting the direct impact from all three of these models. This is the GFS model. It shows isolated 32-inch areas, but the majority getting probably around between a foot to like 2 feet. But there is isolated like 32-inch areas in this, which is really interesting. But yeah. Alright, so this is the Euromodel snowfall forecast for this storm. And as I said before, the Euromodel really compacts the storm into mainly Wyoming. And it does produce heavier totals because of it. The it does actually stall the storm over portions of Wyoming, which is apparently going to jack up those totals a lot. Like I'm seeing some like 32, 40, maybe even 40s isolated because of that stalling that Euromodel has. I do think this may change a little bit because I do not think totals are going to get this high, but it is possible, so I guess we just need to keep watching the models to see what they do. Alright, and guys, I did want to just show the Canadian model on this one because it shows a very unique situation compared to all of the other models. So you can see here, it's got some pretty heavy totals. It takes a little more northeast into the Dakotas, which I do not think is going to happen at this point. I think it's going to have to shift back west because all of the other models are basically direct impact Wyoming on this one. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be the scenario. But I'm just thought this was a very interesting situation. Just thought it's worth showing just in case the models start trending with it. But until the models start trending with it, I'm gonna have to disagree with this because it's not very likely. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy. Please remember to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and share this channel with anyone who could use this kind of information. Anyways, goodbye.